Performing arts help in healing and hospice. We've talked about using art therapy for healing. Now let's talk about how other creative endeavors help heal from serious pain and loss. When we engage the body through movement, sound, and theater, we communicate on another level. We engage the senses and help release tension, improve body awareness, process trauma and sadness, loss and grief, all through different mechanisms. The performing arts can give us a path back towards hope and connection. Music therapy, whether it's listening or playing music, or songwriting and composing, regulates mood and lowers stress hormones. Music is great for stress. One time my dad and I were sitting in the cancer center waiting room when the song Knock Knock Knockin' on Heaven's Door came on. He turned to me and said, "That is not the song I want to hear while I'm waiting for my chemo." Then we spent the rest of the day coming up with a great hospice songs playlist. Stairway to Heaven would work. Dance and movement classes like Tai Chi or yoga improve body awareness, increase focus, and relax stored muscle tension. Drama or theater allows us role-playing and storytelling, which can help an individual deal with life's challenges and learn different perspectives and social skills, all in a safe environment. I used to work as a nurse at the cancer center. One patient didn't understand why she was there and how serious her medical problem was. Finally, one day I said to her, "Honey, let's role play and pretend you are on Survivor. If the chemo doesn't work, you are voted off life's island." Music is one of the most common ways that people use art to heal. When we listen or play music, it helps us directly connect to our deep emotional levels. Music therapy is used in healthcare settings and support groups to reduce anxiety and come to grips with loss. In addition, by singing together or playing instruments in a group, we realize we don't have to carry our burdens alone. Social connection fosters healing. One of the ways to use music in healing is to play pre-recorded music that fits your present mood, say a somber, slow piece if you are feeling down, and then gradually changing the pre-recorded music to more upbeat sounds. This can lift you out of your present state to a happier, healthier place. Playing music is a very effective strategy to distract oneself from pain, whether it is physical or emotional. Listening or performing music can take one to a place far away from hurting. In rehabilitation medicine, which is my field, grief often comes in the part of the patient who is mourning their previous sense of self and their new loss of function from injury or illness. A patient of mine was transferred from the hospital to the rehabilitation center. His wife, who was more than mildly demented, forgot he had been transferred and went to visit him at the hospital. She ended up in the room of another male patient and spent the afternoon with him, holding his hand and singing to him, thinking he was her husband. The hospital patient, so lonely and grateful for a visitor, never told her what happened. It was kindness to both of them. Sometimes we use music to help patients who have had a stroke or a brain injury and are unable to speak. Suddenly they're able to sing. Since often the singing part of the brain still works, it's amazing to watch a person who was mute become vocal again. I have seen it firsthand on numerous occasions, and it's always joyful for the patient, the family, and the staff to see this happen. Dance and movements like yoga and Tai Chi can be wonderful tools for healing. Grief is not just part of our mind, it stays with us in our bodies, causing us to feel tense, tired, or restless. Whether it is slow movements or high-energy dance, the act of movement increases brain endorphins and improves our mood and can help with sleep. Dance can be a way to honor the person we have lost and use our bodies to express emotions of love that may be too deep for words and conversation. In theater work and drama therapy, grief can be acted out with role-playing or even the use of pre-written plays or even puppets to represent emotions like anger, guilt, or loneliness. Being part of a play also helps a grieving person reconnect with the world and find a sense of purpose beyond their loss. My friend working in hospice said she wanted to do a humorous show about death and dying. I asked her, what are you gonna call it? Laugh until it stops hurting? The performing arts, whether it is music, dance, or theater, can be an important part in your journey back from loss. Whether it's singing in a choir, dancing to a loved one's favorite music, or performing a scene on a stage, the arts helps us see the truth. In our darkest moments, there is still beauty and connection in this most wonderful world.